Joe Biden has dropped out of the presidential race, and he's fully endorsed Kamala Harris. Well, what does this mean? What does this all mean with regard to who's going to be the Democratic nominee? What's going to happen? Well, it looks as though there's going to be an open convention, and the delegates at the Democratic convention here next month are going to decide who the presidential nominee is. It's not the way things are supposed to work. There definitely is a part of me that believes 100%, there's my little helper right there, that Joe Biden stayed in this long as a ploy to get RFK Jr., force RFK Jr. out of the Democratic Party onto an independent ticket, to keep him from, because RFK would have been Democratic nominee very, very, immediately. He would have pulled middle of the road voters. He would have pulled independents. He would have probably pulled a lot of Republicans that don't like Trump, because he's closer to Trump than Biden in policy. So now who is Trump going to be up against? Well, we don't know. Biden has endorsed Kamala. I have no idea what's going on with all of this. This is absolutely crazy. I've kind of been off of YouTube for a while, but I have been keeping up with the news. Just absolutely unbelievable everything that's happened in the last week. This has been the craziest week in politics, with Trump getting shot at, incidentally, on my daughter's birthday. She just turned 1, and here she is trying to find the TV remote. But there's my little 1-year-old. But with all of this, the craziness that's been going on, I don't think anyone really knows what's going to happen. And I can tell you that it seems as though a lot of people very high up are very scared, as we can see with this, the strange information that keeps coming out about the Trump assassination attempt. The man in the gray suit demanding pictures of the body of the shooter to be sent to a random phone number that he gave the police officers. Sounds like CIA to me, sounds like feds to me, but that's beside the point of this video. But with everything being as crazy as it is, you can tell how scared the Democratic establishment is, and I don't know who they're going to pick as their candidate. Michelle Obama polls better than anyone, and Hillary poll better than anyone against Trump. Now, interestingly enough, the Clintons reportedly were endorsing Biden up until today. They still wanted Biden in the race, so I don't know if that means they have some pull over what Biden does, or if that was superficial. And you start to see Hillary's name getting floated. I've been seeing it for the last week. Hillary's name has come up. I wouldn't be shocked if Hillary made an appearance as, if not the candidate, someone that gets at least a few of the delegates' votes. I wouldn't be surprised to see Michelle Obama get a few votes. Most realistically, I don't know. Harris will never win. Harris is very unpopular. No one likes her. The Democrats have to know that they're not going to have a chance with Harris. So I don't know who they're going to pick. Now, what's crazy to me is that Nigel Farage and several other world leaders have been meeting not with Biden, not with Harris, but with Trump. They know that Trump is going to be the president in November, and so he's the one that they're going to go to. No one believes that the Democrats can win this. No one believes any Democrat can win this, whether it's Gretchen Whitmer, Gavin Newsom, Pete Buttigieg, maybe. I just have such a hard time believing that any of these people could beat Trump. There would have to be some shenanigans. They would have to 2020 things. I can't say I know what's going on, but things are getting crazy enough that I feel kind of moved to keep up with the news and, go back to, commentating on it as I see it. Obviously nothing like I was doing before, but I feel like I have to speak my mind on it. And partly because I feel the need to warn people, things are only going to get crazier. They've already tried to kill Donald Trump. There's absolutely no way that you can convince me that this wasn't some sort of, I'm not necessarily going to say an inside job or a conspiracy, because I don't really know what to call it, but this was not a lone gunman acting alone. Nothing adds up. There's not even an official story from the Secret Service, and now Biden is dropping out. Things are going to get really, really weird and really, really scary. And I know that I kind of sound like Glenn Beck back in the early 2000s, but I think you better have some ammunition, a couple of guns, some non-perishable food, possibly gold and silver to hedge inflation, and a plan. I mean, hopefully nothing crazy happens. But just where I live right now, I can tell you, if Trump wins, there's going to be some very angry people that are going to riot. If Biden, well, I guess not Biden. If a Democrat wins, there's going to be angry people that are going to riot. No matter what, we're at probably the most unstable I've ever seen this country. And absolutely be ready for the worst. I hope that that's not a thing. I don't know that it will be a thing, but my suspicion is that November, no matter who wins, is going to look like the early weeks of COVID, because people are going to panic on one side or the other, or both. And people are going to do a bunch of crazy, crazy stuff. If Trump wins, I will guarantee you in major cities you'll see riots. If a Democrat wins, I guarantee you will also see riots. You better be ready. And, maybe be away from large population centers when all of this happens. I don't know if I sound like a crazy conspiracy theorist right now, but I'm very, very worried. And the amount that I'm paying attention to the news just in the last 2 weeks has gone from, casually keeping up with it to full on, I'm reading everything I can get my hands on and listening to everything I can find. And, not only am I worrying about myself, but obviously, once again, this little one right here, my little Seahawks baby right here. Pretty girl. She likes the TV remote. But be prepared, be ready, and keep an eye on the news. I can't even imagine how unstable things are going to get. And I can't believe that we're ever going to be back to, what we would have called normal before 2016 even. So anyway, that's what I've got here. I'm going to continue to keep up with the news, and keep your eyes out for more videos. I'll be posting more, not super frequently, but when I find something that's worth talking about and give you my take. And go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.